Hello, Midnight Coders, and welcome to a challenge to get you out of tutorial hell. All right, so you've been learning Java for a few weeks, months, maybe longer. You feel like you understand the concepts, but you still don't feel like a developer. Maybe you took a break and you started on LeetCode challenges because you heard that they could help you with interviews, and now you've got your foot in the door, but you have no idea what you're looking at. One of the biggest struggles that I've seen new developers struggle with is tutorial hell because developers get stuck with I understand the basics and syntax. I know what lists are. I know what data structures are. But now you want to learn about how to use these, not just what they are. So you understand the code while somebody's explaining it, but as soon as you open up your IDE to a blank project, suddenly you don't even know where to start. So I challenge you to a very beginner-friendly Java project designed to take you from what you've learned into reality. Something that you can put on your GitHub, something that you can talk about in an interview, and something that proves that you can build a system. So make sure you've got that full cup of coffee and let's dive on in. So today we are going to talk about the Midnight Challenge. So the goal of this challenge is simple. Build a command line Java game called Higher or Lower. The game itself is simple. The computer generates a random number, and the player has to predict whether the next number is going to be higher or lower than the displayed number. But the point of this is not the game. The point is everything that you need to build around it. The challenge is designed like a project that I would give to a junior developer. You're going to need to think about how to structure classes, what objects you need to use, how do I separate responsibilities, how do I handle user input, how do I make sure that my program doesn't crash when somebody puts invalid input. So for this, you're going to be practicing with enums, loops, conditions, random number generation, input validation, you're going to have exception handling, saving, loading JSON data, and so much more. The application will even remember who the player is. So the first time that they run it, it's going to create a profile. When they come back later, the application loads their progress, and you will track wins, losses, streaks, and then when you finally finish, you'll have an actual product that you can put on your GitHub. You can visit the link to my website for the full blueprint that you see scrolling past us here. You can track your progress on the left-hand side if you've logged in. And if you complete the challenge, I want you to share it. Post your repository in the comments, or better yet, jump into the Discord and share it there. If anyone that shares their project on the Midnight Coders Discord, I will give you a one-to-one review of your project. I will give you a personal mentor where I will review your code, answer any questions, and help you improve your code. This is completely free mentorship. The goal here is to write a project, not write perfect code. The goal is to practice because every developer starts somewhere. And the difference between somebody who is stuck and somebody who improves is the very fact that they start building. So, you heard it here, folks. The Midnight Challenge. Goal here is to move beyond tutorials and start building real projects. So if you're going to create a Java command line interface or CLI, the game will challenge you with development concepts such as object-oriented programming, input handling, persistence, validation, manual code, maintainable processes, and once you've completed it, you're going to have something real that you can show. Remember, learning code isn't about memorizing every line and every concept. So take the challenge, share your progress, and I'll see you in the Discord. As always, keep your curiosity open, your skills sharp, and that coffee cup full. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, you're still here? Okay. I get it. You want to see the project. Okay. You talked me into it. You talked me into it. I will upload my copy of this with how I solved it, what I did, and I will talk about my decisions in the next video. All right, guys. Is the challenge accepted? Give me a thumbs up.